Good morning. This is The Day with Drew Crisp and
Bo Chansey. Thank you for joining us today on Monday.
Absolutely. This is our second show.
Number two.
It is March 23rd, 2020.
It is a great day. This is the day.
This
It may not be the day that you would have dreamed up or the day you would have chosen, but this is the day.
This is the day
that the Lord has made.
Absolutely. This is a daily dose of encouragement and communication from us here at MCC. We're excited to be with you, so thanks again for joining us. If you wouldn't mind, go ahead and share that you're here with us so other people can know about the show.
Absolutely. We'd love for your friends and family members, neighbors, coworkers, enemies, whoever, to join us and have a good laugh and also some great encouragement as well. Thank you. It's a privilege to get to spend this time with you. So thanks for being here and please share it.
Absolutely. You say enemies, Bo. I would wonder if maybe there's somebody in your circle who you don't like. This might be a great thing to share with them, you know? Because it's like, those guys, let's go share those guys with some people.
Like cruel and unusual punishment kind of thing?
Oh, good. March 23rd,
Yep.
2020. Let's get into it, Bo.
It's Monday.
It's Monday.
Yeah.
It's Monday. So our first segment, as you always know, up top, what'd you do last weekend?
What'd I do?
Yeah.
Over the weekend. All right. Well, yesterday afternoon, I did something we had never done before. It was a little interesting. We've lived in the house we're in for 9 years. And I said to my 3 kids, I said, hey, let's go for a hike. And they said, cool. And we're in this message series called Take a Hike a church. And kids were like, cool, yeah. I mean, they'll do anything I say right now. Hey, let's do, whatever it is. And because, they keep complaining about being bored. And our go-to is, well, we've got some chores you can do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm that guy. And so I was like, hey, let's go on a hike. So I said, all right, in 30 minutes, we're gonna go on a hike. So everybody, get ready for the hike. Get a dress, put boots on, jeans, the whole deal. And I told Summer I'm taking the kids for a hike, and she said, where are you going? I said, we're going that way, and I pointed behind our house. So we have 2 acres of land. There's an acre behind our house that we've kind of explored a little bit, but I was like, we're just gonna go that way and see where it takes us. And so we went out there, and we ended up hiking around, and we took my oldest daughter, Eliza. She has a 70-pound golden retriever named Griswold. And so Grizzy's out. He's just running through the woods. And then we found trails. We found boulders that we climbed. We found creeks and streams and trees that we climbed across. It was 2 hours. The dog was coated in water and mud and ice. And it was awesome.
So you have Narnia in your backyard.
In my backyard, access, all that, 9 years, no clue.
That's amazing.
I don't know, I'm happy, but I've also kind of what the heck, 9 years? We never explored, in that direction.
Right. You always typically get in the car and go the other direction.
Oh yeah, we even thought about, hey, we'll go on a hike, so we'll get in the car, we'll drive somewhere where we know there's a trail. It's in the backyard.
Right there.
We did not have to drive anywhere. So that's what we did yesterday. How about you? What'd you do this weekend?
Well, so I have 2 little boys. Well, they're not little, 8 and 5, and and so they wanted to watch a movie, Spies in Disguise.
Ooh, it's a good flick.
With Will Smith, and a lot of times with some of these more animated features, not excited. I'm somewhat excited, but I'm expecting kind of a predictable plot. It was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. Will Smith still got it. In West Philadelphia, born and raised, still got it. And it was a great feature. So I appreciated the message. I did.
I could always relate to him.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because on the playground is where I spent most of my days.
Chilling out back, relaxing all cool, shooting some b-ball.
Outside of the school. Okay,
That's
we
right.
should
Yep,
move on.
let's
Okay.
move on. Yep.
That's what I did last weekend and what you did.
Very good.
So the YouVersion daily app, I always encourage you guys, download YouVersion. It's a great Bible app. You can read on your phone anytime. We highly recommend it. I use it every single day. And there is a verse of the day. And the verse of the day is always a great place to kind of start and meditate on. So I'm going to read you the verse of the day from YouVersion. It's found in Matthew chapter 5, verse 8, which is the Sermon on the Mount. It's Jesus' introduction to the greatest sermon ever preached.
Right.
And he comes out firing. I love this. I mean, my man Jesus can preach. And he comes out and he's like, all right, I know what you guys are interested in. He used this word, blessed. And blessed is, it means happy.
Right.
And it's kind of interesting how in church circles, we've taken happy and we've made it almost like a bad thing. Like, God doesn't care about happiness. Oh, no, he does because he knows we do.
Right.
And happiness matters. And there can be happiness in the midst of all kinds of tragedy and struggle and difficulty. And I love what he said because he's flipping it. So Matthew 5, verse 8, he says, blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. And I've been chewing on that this morning and just thinking about, kind of as I meditate on it, the pure in heart will see God. In Ephesians 6, it talks about the breastplate of righteousness. And that's something I pray every day, that God would put his breastplate of righteousness on my heart to guard my heart and protect it from unrighteousness. Because when the heart is pure, then we're able to process and understand what God's up to and what he's doing. We can see him. So as we think about following Jesus, the purer our heart is, the less often we give our hearts away to things that maybe God doesn't intend for us, doesn't want for us, and we give our hearts to him. The more we'll see him and the better we'll be able to follow him. Love that.
That's really good. Bo, I feel like in some of these times, with what's going on, it's not blessed. I feel like a lot of times I'm more in the space of stressed. You know,
Stressing.
And I like that word that, he starts out with those Beatitudes, and there's a lot of ways in which he says, in the kingdom of God, you are blessed because of the ability that we have to have access to God through Jesus. So
yeah, I mean,
awesome.
like this weekend, you know, the blessing of that time with my kids. And, you know, we spent 2 hours outside together, but then when we came in, Inslee and Summer, the sumstress, my wife, they were making cookies together in the kitchen, and then Summer left the kitchen and my oldest went in, Liza, and she was talking to my youngest, Inslee, and I could hear them. They're having a conversation about school and what it's going to look like for them. You know, my oldest is in college and my youngest is in middle school, but I'm listening to this and I'm in the living room and I can hear the two of them like having a real conversation, and I'm going, yes, like this is amazing. And I mean, I wouldn't wish the situation we're in, you know, upon us, of course, but in the midst of it, I was really happy, really happy.
Yeah. I think about that verse where he can take all things, you know, and make them good for those who love him. And I feel like I'm seeing and hearing more about that every day.
Yeah. God's up to a lot of really good things right now. And I'm not one to say, you know, God did this for that reason. The cause of what we experience isn't as important to me in any way, shape, or form as how we walk through it with him. And so there's some real opportunity there. Yeah,
Absolutely.
I love that. Yeah,
all right. Well, that is the daily verse of the day. And Bo, you had kind of told me this weekend, you know, you have kind of a Saturday ritual.
I do.
And you were talking a little bit about how that was maybe interrupted a little bit.
It is. Social distancing.
Yep.
Yeah, it's changed things for me. So every Saturday I have this friend named Chris. And Chris and I go to the dump every single Saturday when we're in town. It's our Saturday morning dump run, and then we have breakfast together. And we look forward to it. We enjoy the time together. It's kind of a strange thing, going to the dump and breakfast, but it's something that we do. And lately he picks me up in his truck. And so we touched base this Saturday and decided, you know, due to social distancing, we would not go to the dump together. So it's a little sad. You know, we missed that. And then he sends me this video.
Okay.
Yeah, so this video on my phone. So let's check this out together.
Okay.
Hey, Chancey, you ready to go to the dump? Where are you? Oh, there you are. Grab your trash, throw it in the back. Let's go. Time to go to the dump. Dude, you've been super quiet today. What's up? Usually you're like a chatterbox. We're gonna grab something to eat after. We probably shouldn't. Social distancing. We could always do takeout. Go through the drive-thru and eat together in the car. Not looking good. I guess the takeout went to full closure. You wanna go read that sign, see what it says? Yeah, definitely closed. We're out. No more inside scoop until this is over. Paper Bow. Well, that's all I got today, Paper Bow. I'll pick you up next week. We'll go to the dump again.
That is what good friendship looks like right there. You know, he included you into the run, even though you guys were social distancing.
The only part of that concerns me is that he had a paper doll of me.
Pretty quick, right?
I think it was pre-made. Like, I don't know where he stores
it's
that.
in the glove box.
Oh, those are available. Yeah, like
Always.
honestly, I think all my relationships would be better if Paper Bow
Paper Bow.
Paper Bow was just stood in for me.
Listen, I don't want to brag on our great town here, but we have one of the best dumps I think I've ever been to.
It's pretty fantastic. Have you been to the store?
The store was closed when I went, so there was some free stuff on the table, but there wasn't. It had been picked through pretty clean.
So the Bedford, New Hampshire dump.
Yeah.
We have a store where my trash can become your trash. Yes, it's pretty great.
There's also, as you go in, I noticed some of the best graffiti, like the kindest graffiti I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was like, please recycle, love yourself, be kind. These aren't normal things you see tagged on walls.
And I appreciate the please on the recycle, because there's a lot of recycling militants out there. It feels like kind of a demand and a lot of shaming, a lot of shame recycling.
There's this. Are you going to recycle that?
Yeah, hey, what?
Are you going to recycle that?
Yeah, here, I'll give it to you.
I wasn't, but you can. There it is.
The graffiti's
The
pretty good.
recycling militants. That's good.
So, Drew, I told you before that the sumstress, my wife, she's into calendars. And so we've got these calendars at home. And they're just, like the one I have in my bathroom, Daily Tear Off, it is so random that I've been, for the first couple of months of 2020, I've been like processing this alone. So this is the day is really therapeutic for me to be able to just share every day like these random things that I'm tearing off. And this weekend, the calendar for yesterday was this. It says the word for astronaut in Greek is sailor. The word for astronaut in Greek is star sailor.
Star sailor.
Yeah, the word astronaut in Greek is Greek for star sailor.
Okay.
I will probably never forget that. Star sailor, like that is locked into my head now. Anytime somebody brings up astronaut, I will say, well, you know that astronaut is the Greek word for star sailor. Like that's who I am now.
That's who you are.
I'm that guy.
There are...
Try it.
Okay. So I'm thinking about going in to become an astronaut.
Oh, an astronaut?
Yeah.
Did you know that astronaut is Greek for star sailor?
I didn't know that.
Well, now you do.
Okay.
Okay. I just had to get that off my chest.
There's 365 options for you, and like to write a calendar. Why does that make it into the
I did.
cut?
I don't know. Somebody thought this is it.
This needs to be shared.
Honestly, I think it's computer generated. Like it's just pulling from the World Wide Web.
The robots are now giving back to us information we fed into them.
They are.
How do you like it?
This is useful. I think so.
Very good.
Also, we have our calendar in the kitchen on the refrigerator, which gives us a national day of blank.
Okay. Yes.
For every day of the year.
Oh man. Okay.
Today's a good one.
Excited.
National Puppy Day.
National Puppy Day!
Who doesn't love puppies?
I know it.
Puppies are amazing. Now, honestly, I just would have assumed every day was National Puppy Day.
Right.
Because I love me some pups. I don't know about you, but I do. I do love me some pups.
Oh,
How do you feel about dogs?
I love dogs. Love, love, love.
Do you have a dog?
We do not have a dog currently.
I have 3. Would you like one?
There's a particular dog out of your 3 that you'd be like, you know what? We can let you go.
I mean, I don't want to name names.
Right. Let's not. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's like, 'cause I love them all.
Right.
So my dogs, we have Lady Longfellow.
Right.
She's my wiener dog friend.
Yep.
And she's awesome. She's little legs, long body. She's pretty great. Just love her to pieces. And then we have Charlie Brown, who's a Beagle Terrier mix, and she's beautiful, beautiful dog. Pretty eyes, sweet face, and just a good dog. And then my grand dog, not my dog.
Right.
I mean, I take care of it. It's not my dog. I pay for it. It's not my dog. Griswold.
Yeah.
We call him Grizzy, and he's a golden retriever. He's a good boy.
Can I make a guess as to which one you would get rid of?
No.
Griswold, you can't, right?
It's not my dog.
Not your dog.
Not my dog.
Longfellow, you're not getting rid of.
I can't. Well, she's attached.
Charlie Brown is
You know
the
what?
one you would be like, here, you can have this.
No, can't have. No,
He's
Charlito.
not gonna say it. He's not gonna say it publicly.
I retract my offer. You get no dog. I'm holding all the puppies. I am a puppy hoarder. They're all mine.
Online, if you want to right now, if you have the means, share your dogs with us somehow.
Picture.
Picture. Give us a picture of your favorite puppy.
Yeah, we'd love to see that.
I'd love to see that.
That would make my day,
Yeah.
scrolling through photos of your pups. Yes. Also, in honor of National Puppy Day, I wanted to share with you my favorite Twitter account. I don't follow many Twitter accounts, but I do follow Thoughts of the Dog.
Thoughts of the Dog.
And if you've never seen this one, it's so great. It's like, I think it's what Twitter was actually made for, Thoughts of the Dog. And so they post thoughts that a dog would have. And so I'll read one of my favorites. It's in the voice I read it when I read it, this is the voice that's in my head. Thoughts of the Dog. Today, for the first time in a long time, I checked on the Skittle under the fridge. I'm happy to report it's still there. Minding its business, doing the best it can. We should all strive for such an existence. Man, I don't know the name of this dog, but he is awesome.
Man, listen.
What a great thought.
Listen, this is just a practical, I wish we could hear the thoughts of a dog. Because of their lower stature, they would give us a lot of information, like probably should sweep under the fridge.
Oh, you mean lower, like they're closer to the ground?
Closer to the ground.
Oh, I was like, man, dogs rule the world. I don't know what you're talking about.
No,
Okay.
I don't mean in status.
Wow.
No, high status for the dogs,
Yeah.
obviously, but just lower to the ground, they could probably inform us about things we can't see.
Oh, yeah. Things we've been missing, sure.
Yeah, so
Like the Skittle under the fridge.
Absolutely. Do you think the dog would, does the dog want the Skittle?
I'm not going to presume to know what the dog wants. No.
All right.
No, I'm just happy to know that he's thinking about the Skittle and checking on it. Hey, we have some commercials for you. We're going to take our first break, so enjoy these commercials.
Hey church, my name is Joy Beachy and I'm the video producer here at MCC. We are so excited that we still get to have services online together. We are working hard to provide this online experience for our community and our ones. We are still offering services online at all of our normal times, Thursday evenings at 7 p.m., Sundays at 8 a.m., 9:30, 11, and 12:30 every week. You can watch our services on our website, our mobile app, Facebook, or YouTube. We have live hosts in all of the chat rooms on these platforms to talk with you, pray with you, and celebrate with you. Social distancing may be a physical restriction that's in place right now, but we have this amazing opportunity to come out on the other side more united as a church because of our online campus. Continue to share our services when we are live and invite your ones to join us. We can't wait to see you online.
Hey MCC, John Rose here. Just wanted to let you know that the team here at MCC have been working on developing video communities. Our plan is that starting next week, you will be able to meet with your local campus online, whether you attend Bedford, Concord, Manchester, or the online campus. You are invited to engage in a discussion on the message topic that previous week. Maybe you've had a question about something in the message, didn't have a venue to ask it. This creates a space to do that very thing in an online video setting with others. So we invite you to join us and with one another as we chart some new waters of what God can do with the church and technology. We will provide you weekly with a Zoom link, which is a video conferencing website free for your use, a sermon discussion guide, and any other information that you would need to bring to the discussion. The communities will be starting Sunday, March 22nd, and can sustain up to 20 people. More communities will be added as the demand increases. The easiest way to sign up is to go to manchesterchristian.com/online communities. There you'll find the weekly schedule, the week's sermon study guide, and an opportunity to share prayer requests. We look forward to what God is going to do through these communities in such a time as these.
Hey, are you a middle school or high school student? You are invited to connect with us online. There are a lot of cool things happening for students online, like small groups, Bible studies, chatting with a student pastor, and a whole bunch more. There are 3 ways that you can stay connected to MCC students. Number 1 is to go to manchesterchristian.com and click on MCC Students. You can also like the MCC Students page on Facebook, or you can follow us on Instagram at MCC_students_NH. We'll actually be going live on Instagram from Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. to do a devotional all together with YouVersion. You can connect with a whole community of people right online.
All right, we are back. This is a day with Drew Crisp and Bo Chansey. Listen, it is Monday.
Monday.
I don't know about you, Bo. Sometimes to get the week kind of started off right, I need a little motivation.
Little push start.
Little push start.
Something
And
to help you out. Yep.
For a while there, people would put up posters, these motivational posters. And we have actually a poster we'd like to show everyone.
For Motivation
For
Monday?
motivation, yep.
Yeah.
On National Puppy Day. So let's show this.
Wow.
Wow. Success.
Success.
Everything is easy when you're cute. Bo, you've probably known this to be true your whole life. You're a pretty cute guy.
Yes.
Tell me this. Why do you think it's true that everything's easy when you're cute?
Well, I found that cuteness is definitely the secret to my wild success. It's because when you're in trouble or you don't know what to say, you just smile.
There you go.
And you were like, oh, he's cute.
It's okay.
And while they're in that little moment, you scamper off.
You scamper off.
I'm a scamperer.
Yes. Well, listen, I hope that helps you get motivated today.
Sure did.
And listen, give me a moment here at home. I'm going to yell at our producer, Eric Vines. Eric Vines, if you ever on Motivation Monday and it's National Puppy Day and give me a picture of a cat again,
Yeah, it's not okay.
I'm going to flip this table right over.
Yeah.
All right?
Show's
I'm just
over,
kidding.
yeah.
I'm just kidding. Show some love to Eric Vines, please.
Yeah, thank you, Eric.
Show some love.
Great
Okay.
job. Hey, the weather. Everybody loves to talk about the weather.
We love the weather.
We do love some weather. And I have perused the weather. I check every day on the weather app. And did you know that it's going to snow in New Hampshire today?
You're lying.
I am not lying. 90% chance of snow.
Precipitation
That's like
that's going to
frozen.
freeze,
It floats.
and it's going to fall down. 90% chance.
90% chance. So like they're saying an inch during the day and then 3 to 5 inches tonight.
That is what the weather app that you checked said? Okay. Wow. And so is that, I'm new to the area, Bo.
Yep.
Is that typical of this time of year? Is that new or?
No, well, it could snow anytime.
Okay.
It could snow anytime. Yes, Friday it was 70 degrees. So our first episode, we're talking about it being 70.
Yeah.
And then episode number 2, we're at 6 inches of snow.
Right,
Welcome to New Hampshire.
right.
It's fantastic.
If you don't like the weather, just wait 5 minutes.
Why?
It could change.
I've never heard that. That's clever.
I do love the weather. I love it. And and there's other news besides the weather.
Okay.
And so this is a segment we call In Other News.
In Other News.
All
I
right?
see you got the-
I've got the union leader right here. Went up to Market Basket to get it. Also, Caliente, that's what I call her. I got the toilet paper.
Okay,
I
so-
got early enough to get some toilet paper. I'm excited.
They may not know
Yes.
that on Friday you told us that the nickname you have for your wife, Kaylee, is Caliente, which
Yeah.
I thought was just awesome. So I have the Sumstress, my wife's Summer, and so I was trying to think of what her Spanish nickname would be.
Okay.
I came up with one.
All right.
We call her El Sombrero. Spanish for the hat.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not that good. I know, I tried. Caliente's way better.
Caliente.
It's way better.
I think two characters in a funny, new kind of funny movie, Caliente and El Sombrero,
Sombrero.
is not
Wow.
too bad.
Wow,
Not too bad.
what if they were like Mexican wrestlers?
Tijuana cop wrestlers?
Good buddy flick. Okay,
Good
all right,
buddy.
another
Okay.
news. Sorry.
All right.
Yep.
In today's Union Leader, March 23rd, 2020, perusing and other news. And so I just open her up, Bo.
What do you see in there?
And what do I see? But I see an article right
I know that
here.
guy.
Yes. Our very own MCC's Pete Olson is in the Union Leader today. Way to go, Pete.
Way to go, Pete.
All right. So from left, Peter Olson, digital learning specialist in Bedford. All right. So here it is. Obviously, during this time of virtual classrooms and such, Pete Olson is a pioneer for a lot of the different educations and classrooms and things like that. So it's talking a little bit about kind of what he's been up to during this season.
So you guys know we're so excited about this because Pete is like one of our top volunteers. I mean,
Absolutely.
volunteer extraordinaire.
Yep.
He runs sound for us. He works in production. He's here all the time. And sometimes we have to kick him out. He's like a church rat, church junkie. But apparently he's got a job too,
Apparently he has a job.
which is great, a really important one.
Yes.
So my kids start school today online
Okay.
in Bedford. So
Yes.
I guess, that's an important story. That's
sure.
gonna be interesting.
And so they'll kind of log in, and they'll do like lectures and things from like a computer today.
Yeah, I'm not their teacher, so.
Okay.
Okay, I've read a couple of the emails. Yeah,
Yeah.
they start school today, so here this morning they'll be going to class
Yeah.
from their rooms.
Absolutely.
Pretty amazing.
You mentioned the email, the teacher emails.
Yep.
Probably get about 400 of these a day. I want to say
I think that's conservative.
Yeah, it might be conservative.
Yeah.
Listen, educators, I get it, but man, whew.
No, it's good.
Lot of
I'd
info,
I'd
lot of
rather
info.
over communicate.
There you go.
I'm for you guys. I mean, I really would. It is, and the effort is important, and you can't over communicate.
That's right. That's right. And listen, I do joke, but I fully appreciate it, Mrs. Armour and Mrs. Page. So
And all teachers, man,
All
they're
teachers.
they're getting
killing
after
it.
it, trying to teach in this environment. That's important.
For sure.
Yeah, way to go. We're praying for you guys.
Yep.
And for all the students in New Hampshire starting online school today.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Go get them.
Go get them. Yep. All right, Bo. We're moving into our next segment. There's very little that you are ambivalent about.
Very little.
You have strong opinions. So we're moving into our segment called Bo's Daily Rant.
Okay.
All right. And today's rant topic is going to be preachers who wear expensive sneakers. You have an-
Preachers who wear, I don't talk about preachers.
All right.
Try
No
again.
worries. Try again. That's good. I like that. Just testing him.
It was a good test.
Okay, next one. Daily rant topic
Okay.
is going to be gluten-free enthusiasts.
Enthusiasts. Like that are pushing, okay.
Pushing the gluten-free.
I don't talk about gluten either.
All right. No preachers or gluten. Okay. All right. Next one. Here we go. What about this? Okay. Vegan enthusiast. No foods.
No foods.
No foods. Whole foods.
Okay, I don't talk about that either. So, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to rant on what happens when people don't give you a good rantable topic. It's pretty simple. There's 100,000 topics under the sun that would be worthy of a rant of mine. But we're not going to pick any topic that could possibly offend somebody who may have a food allergy or who may preach the gospel for a living and wear expensive shoes because that's like the one thing that they enjoy in life. And so they have shoes. Maybe it was a gift that somebody had given them. And so those shoes are really important. Like Meemaw, before she passed away, was like, hey, here's a really nice pair of Jordans because I know that you love these Jordans. So how about you wear these Jordans on your feet when you preach in remembrance of Meemaw? And then you got people out out there going, oh, look at the fancy preacher man wearing his fancy shoes. Oh, he's making so much money. He's out there stealing from the church. No, Meemaw gave him those shoes. And you know what? He may also have a gluten allergy. And because of that gluten allergy, perhaps he's decided, because of a healthy choice, to go vegan in his diet. And I'm not about to rant on any of that, Drew Crisp.
Oh, I love that so much. Look at that. Folks, he proves it. Very little that he's ambivalent about, even me not being able to choose a rantable topic. That was well done.
Thank you.
Well done, Bo.
Thank
Woo, that's too funny. I'm sorry.
Hey, we have some good news from the field with our family life pastor, Johanna Beachy. This is going to be good.
Absolutely.
Man, she's going to bring it. Let's listen to this.
Johanna here, your truth-seeking, fact-finding, good news on the field correspondent. My report today focuses on an elusive and extraordinary group of people that all of us rely on. They keep the whole world connected right now. That's right, I'm talking about production and tech people. Right now, more than ever, we're relying on them to make sure that you and I stay connected, and it's high time that we shine a spotlight on their heroic deeds. We see you back there keeping the world connected. Now, my report focuses in particular today on an extraordinary family from the legendary Goffstown, New Hampshire. I'm talking about you, Olsen family. I have a reliable eyewitness source that tells me that while practicing recommended and safe physical distancing, the Olsen family showed up last week with not one family member, not two, not three, not even four, but with 5 family members to make sure that you and I could still experience the joys of the online campus. This is a shout out just for Pete, Daisy, David, John, and Nathan for everything that they're doing right now to bring the world together and keep us closer as a church family. You and I all know people like this, remarkable human beings who would rather program lights than go to a party, or who voluntarily show up at 6 a.m. to push some buttons on stuff to make sure that sound comes out somewhere. Huge shout out to the Olsen family and to all production and tech people out there. With that, it's back to you, Drewbo.
Thanks so much, Johanna. Listen, Pete, getting a double P today.
That's a lot of
We're
love
taking
for
a lot
Pete.
of gems out of that crown, you know? Oh, man. Okay, good.
Yeah,
I like
love our production team and all our volunteers. And I know a lot of people, you know, they don't have the opportunity right now to volunteer with social distancing and so forth, but you know, just participating in our worship services online, sharing those, praying, and being an encouragement to people. You guys keep it up, and we're so thankful for our church.
Absolutely.
What a joy it is to be a part of it.
Listen, Bo, if you're going to open that door, I'm going to walk right into it. If you'd like to be an online host, we would love to have you. I'm the online campus pastor here at MCC. Please reach out to us online at manchesterchristian.com. Let us know if you want to be a chat host and meet people with questions and prayer and things like that. So,
Absolutely.
a little blurb right there, a little
Yeah.
plug. Bo, Every Day with Jesus.
All right. So my book, one of the books I've written, called Every Day with Jesus, a little thought to chew on each and every day throughout the course of the year, and a scripture that goes with it. So this one's very appropriate for today, March 23rd. It says, God never promised to keep us from facing trials, but he has promised to go through all of them with us.
Wow.
He didn't promise us a trial-free existence, but he promised that he'd be with us through all of them. So the scripture that goes with that, 2 Peter 2:9. If this is so, then the Lord knows how to rescue godly men from trials and to hold the unrighteous for the day of judgment while continuing their punishment. And I think the key thing there is that the Lord knows how to rescue. He is a rescuer, and he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's up to. And so as we walk with him today, I hope you're encouraged that he is walking with us. We're walking with him. We're not alone in this time.
Could it be that with is the most powerful word in Scripture?
It's a good one.
As Jesus kind of leaves and he says, surely I'll be with you to the very ends of the age, that he's with us in this, that he doesn't say, well, good luck, stay warm and well fed, but he stays with us.
Stays.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's good, man.
Yeah, God with us, Emmanuel.
Emmanuel.
Yeah. It's
That's
really good.
only during Christmas, though.
No, that's all the time.
Oh, it's all the time?
It does. It stays.
Okay, it stays throughout.
It does.
All right, good. Well, Bo, it's time for Trivial Pursuit.
Yes.
It's time for us
Okay.
to grab a card. Give background.
Yeah, I just want to give a little. So me and a buddy named Bill on Fridays. So my life consists of Friday mornings, I play Trivial Pursuit with a friend. And then Saturday mornings, I go to the dump with another friend. So these are my 2 social interactions every week. And we're social distancing again, like can't really play Trivial Pursuit. So I'm missing out on that. So we've brought a box of Trivial Pursuit cards. And I'm not claiming to be an expert. These cards are really tough. This is the original, like 1981 version. These cards are old. So what we're gonna do is Drew is gonna grab a card at random, just from the middle of the box, and we're gonna go one question at a time, and we want you guys to give a guess.
Absolutely.
Yeah, go ahead and type in an answer, what you think it would be, and I'm gonna give a guess. If I have no idea, I'm guessing.
Yep.
And we'll see how many we can get right.
Okay. Bo, I want to make mention real quick. These cards are older than me. All right, let's keep going.
They are not older than me.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Okay. Say the color, and I'll tell them what category it is.
Blue.
Blue is geography. Geography.
What country do the Galapagos Islands belong to?
What country do the Galapagos Islands belong to? So they have big turtles, tortoises. Are they I don't know. The Galapagos Islands. Okay, I am going, Galapagos. See, it's tempting to go like Great Britain because they like conquered everything and stole everything. However, Galapagos sounds like maybe Spanish. I'm gonna go Spain.
Final answer?
That's my answer.
It is actually Ecuador.
Ecuador. Man, I was way off. Okay. But at least right language, I think.
Yep. All right, here we go. Pink.
Pink is entertainment?
Entertainment.
Entertainment.
What was Stony Burke's occupation? Stony Burke's occupation.
Stony Burke. I've never heard of Stony Burke.
Stony Burke.
I'm assuming this is probably from a movie.
First question, who is Stony Burke?
So I'm going to give a guess. Stony Burke's occupation was a disc jockey.
He was actually a rodeo rider.
Rodeo rider.
rider.
Like, okay, busting Broncos. All right, missed
8
that
seconds.
one. 0 for 2.
8 seconds. Yellow.
Okay. Yellow is history.
History?
Sorry, history, yes.
Where did General Douglas MacArthur return to? Where did General Douglas MacArthur return to?
MacArthur returned, I'm sure he returned to lots of places. General Douglas MacArthur returned to the Philippines.
The Philippines is correct.
Yes!
Nice.
Yes, 4
All right.
years of college for a history degree to get that right.
Absolutely. Susan Walker got Ecuador. So did Sue Kelso. Way to go.
Whoa, nice work, guys.
Absolutely. All right, next one is Brown.
Brown is literature.
Literature, okay. What mountains did Rip Van Winkle nod off in?
Ooh.
What mountains did Rip Van Winkle nod off in?
Okay, so this is fairy tale, that kind of thing. I'm gonna go Swiss Alps.
Final answer?
Yep.
The Catskills.
Oh man.
The Catskills.
Way off. That's not good. I only got one right.
All right, here we go. Green.
Green is science and nature.
What disease do the French call la rage? La rage.
La rage. The French call la rage. It's rabies.
Rabies is correct. Absolutely. Very good. Very good. I really enjoy the French band Rage in Machine.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Machina.
Makina.
No, okay. All right, here we go. Orange. What racket sport derives its name from the resilience of its ball?
So orange is sports and leisure.
Sports and leisure.
What racket sport derives its name from the resilience of its ball? Not handball, not racquetball, not tennis. Wow, racket sports. Man, I don't know. Badminton.
Final answer?
Yeah.
It's squash.
Squash, man. That makes more
Squash.
sense, yeah. Squash.
That's fantastic. Do you enjoy squash as a vegetable?
No, I don't like any orange vegetables at all. Or
You gotta
yellow.
listen. You gotta listen. That was the last episode. Where was I?
Don't really care for those.
So that's Trivial Pursuit. Absolutely. And Bo, next I have something I would like to bring to the table.
Like to show me?
To show you. To actually literally bring to the table. I have a segment I'd like to call Show and Tell.
Show and tell.
Where I bring something from my home and I show and tell.
Show and tell with Drew Crisp. I cannot wait to see what you have in that
All
bag.
right, so in my bag here, I have a placard. It's something I've had since childhood. It's a baseball card, Jose Canseco, 1991 Topps 40 baseball when he played with the Oakland Athletics, all right? And it has a story.
Big home run hitter.
Big home run hitter. Would you like to hear the story?
He dated Madonna.
No. Is that real?
Everybody did.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
All right, so when I was a little lad, Bo, I grew up in Tulsa, Oklahoma, okay? And at this time, 92 to 94, Jose Canseco played for the Texas Rangers, all right? And they, the Tulsa Drillers, a AAA team, feeder team to the Rangers, okay, at that time. And so every year, every season, they would have like a game where the Drillers would play the Rangers. I was super excited because I had a chance to maybe meet my hero, Jose Canseco. Okay. I get to the very edge, right there. He's walking right by. We make eye contact, all right? This is it. I've got a ball. I've got a pin. I'm ready. This is going to happen. Brushes right by me. I mean, my little preteen heart broken, all right? And so I wanted to use this opportunity, this public forum, this vehicle, to finally, once and for all, forgive you, Jose Canseco. Little Drew forgives you. Okay.
That was important.
That was important.
I feel like there was
an important moment.
Breakthrough right there.
Yeah.
You don't have to carry that anymore.
I don't.
Here, let me take that.
Okay.
You can have it back.
All right.
Just symbolically, I'm going to take this.
Take it away.
This is being taken from you. You've let go of that.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened to him after that day. I stopped really following. I hope he's doing well.
I think that was the season where he played for the Rangers, where he went to catch a fly ball in the outfield, and it hit his head and bounced off his head into the stands.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that was with the Rangers. So, but now you have that
I'm free.
off your
This feels
chest.
good. This feels good. Okay.
Good.
Good.
Hey, we have a real treat for you guys today. Sarah Trainer, one of our worship leaders at the church. Her and her husband Pat have been making some new music and writing some worship songs. And so we have a debut for you, an actual debut on our show of one of their new songs. And it's recorded in their house, but they're working on their music and recording it professionally. But this is really beautiful. So enjoy this debut song.
Hi, Bo. Hi, Drew. Thanks for having us.
Hey, guys.
I'm excited to share a song with you today, and it's one that I started writing back while I was preparing for worship at the ballpark, and I was praying through the worship set, and God just started reminding me of a phrase that we've all used maybe for a child who is very gifted or really smart. You might look at that child and say, they have a really bright future, or their future is bright. And he just started reminding me, no matter who you are, what you've done, no matter what's been done to you as a child of God, your future is bright, and this is our hope. This is encouragement to all of us. And so that's what this song is about, and I'm excited to share it with you today. It's called Bright Future. I will follow you, just tell me where to go. I will follow you, just tell me where to go. You're the strength for today, joy in the night. You say, don't worry, the future is bright. You're the hope for the world, Jesus inside. You say, get ready, the future is bright. Look to the light, Jesus the light, light of the world. We'll tell the world to look to the light, Jesus the light, light of the world. We'll tell the world you're the strength for today, joy in the night. You say, don't worry, the future is bright. You're the hope for the world, Jesus inside. You say, get ready, the future is bright. Oh, you say, get ready, the future is bright. Amen.
Amen.
Church, you have a bright future. All right, back to you, Bo and Drew.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Wow, what a beautiful song, and we're so thankful for all the talent that God has brought together at MCC, and love hearing that, and look forward to singing that with them.
Just in some conversations I've had with Sarah, they're trying to do something really cool here in the New England area, trying to get a collective of worship leaders together under this title, Station Worship. So if that's something you're interested in, worship and this New England area, please find Sarah Trainer on Facebook and connect up with her. So,
Absolutely.
Yep.
Hey, we're going to move on to our next segment. It's a little segment I like to call Drew's Crisp High Five. My man Drew Crisp here, which we're not touching, but good try.
No touching.
We're not touching, but Drew's Crisp High Five. Your last name is Crisp.
That's it.
It's a great last name. Love to say your name, Crisp.
Had no part in it.
Crisp.
I know, but you wear it well.
Yeah. So Drew's Crisp High Five is where I give Drew a topic, and he gives us his top five. Top five. So in honor of your name, I would like to give us your top five crisp things.
Ooh, okay.
Crisp things.
Absolutely. All right, so I didn't ask you last time. Do you want me to go in ascending or descending order?
Neither.
Neither.
I would just surprise us.
Just say
I think
five
they could
things.
just be top five. Yeah, they don't have to be really
right.
in order. Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna go with this. This pops to my head right now. Peanut butter Chex right now are my top thing. I love Chex already, and peanut butter Chex. That's going to be one of my top crisp things.
Now, I did give you some parenting advice on the peanut butter Chex.
Yes, you did.
I
Yes.
did. Drew's little children were stealing all the peanut butter Chex
Absolutely.
before you can enjoy the crispness
Yep.
of the Chex.
This could be a Drew rant topic right now, is the box of cereal and then the bag inside. What is going on? Like, don't give me, okay, I won't go into it.
They just
but-
get too excited. They rip, and you can't reclose. It gets stale, then it's not crisp.
Yep. So what Bo told me to do was when I get 2 boxes of peanut butter Chex, I hide one of them from my family.
Parenting 101.
Hoard away food.
Hide food from your
Hide food
family.
from your
If you
family.
want it.
If you want it.
If you want it, you better hide it.
All
Okay,
right.
so that's one.
The next one is going to be a crisp fall morning. I love walking out, seeing the leaves change, and just taking a big breath of air, and there's something about it.
You were in for a treat in New Hampshire.
Okay.
Fall in New Hampshire is greater than fall anywhere on the planet. Facts.
Facts. Next one's going to be a Macintosh apple, taking a bite. into a crisp Macintosh apple. That's going to be something as well.
Apple crisp.
Apple crisp. I'm going to go with, that's 3. Number 4, I'm going to go with crisp new socks. Okay?
Like like they haven't been washed?
They haven't been washed. I just opened them. I put them on new compression, tight-fitting socks.
Like if you pull them out, I like that. It's good.
Okay.
One
One more. Number 5.
Bring it home.
I don't want to give you any kind of falsehoods here. Number 5 is going to be crisp coffee.
Crisp coffee.
Crisp coffee. Because there's a certain way, and this is what it's got to be a certain color of caramel. Caramel or caramel?
I am a caramel.
Caramel.
But I accept either. I
Okay.
do.
I'm not talking the flavor. I'm talking about the color of the coffee.
Okay.
And that's you've done it crisp. You've done it crisp. That's the way I like my coffee. It's a certain level of creamer that gets it to that color that.
I'm passionate about coffee.
Yeah.
I do. I drink the same coffee every day. Community Coffee,
Yeah.
they make a Louisiana blend with chicory. And I would say out of all the coffees, it may be the crispest I've ever had.
I've got to try this coffee.
You should definitely try it.
Try this coffee.
Thank you, Drew, for
Crisp high
your
five.
crisp high five. That was really enlightening. Yeah. Hey, we've got a few more commercials. Stick around for these.
Hi friends, I'm Sue Kelso, the Connections Pastor here at MCC. We're praying for each of you as you continue to meet with your dedicated group leaders to best learn on how to continue with groups and discipleship during this social distancing. It's our hope to provide clear direction as well as practical ways for groups to continue meeting even when we physically can't gather. Friends, we would love for you to join our online community of groups, and this can be an exciting time as we work together while we're apart. You can sign up for online groups. It's as simple as 1, 2, 3. Go to manchesterchristian.com, select Connect and Groups, find your group, select an online group, and find a group that works well for you. If you're currently in a group, check your email to see if your group leader has provided instructions on how your group will be meeting virtually. We're here for you, church. We're walking this journey with you. We don't want social distancing to become social isolation.
Hey families, we're so excited at the opportunities that we have to connect with your whole family online for Kids Church. Your preschoolers, your elementary kids, and your preteens are all invited to join us for Kids Church online. Now, there are 3 ways that your family can access the good stuff. One is to go to manchesterchristian.com and click on the MCC Kids for all of our weekly Kids Church videos. You can also find MCC Kids on Facebook. We'll be sharing weekly videos and links from there as well. Or you can follow us on Instagram at MCCKids_NH, and you'll find all kinds of resources for your family and Kids Church online from there. We can't wait to worship with your whole family this week.
Hey church, my name is Joy Beachy, and I'm the video producer here at MCC. We are so excited that we still get to have services online together. We are working hard to provide this online experience for our community and our ones. We are still offering services online at all of our normal times, Thursday evenings at 7 p.m., Sundays at 8 a.m., 9:30, 11, and 12:30 every week. You can watch our services on our website, our mobile app, Facebook, or YouTube. We have live hosts in all of the chat rooms on these platforms to talk with you, pray with you, and celebrate with you. Social distancing may be a physical restriction that's in place right now, but we have this amazing opportunity to come out on the other side more united as a church because of our online campus. Continue to share our services when we are live and invite your ones to join us. We can't wait to see you online.
There is so much happening in the life of our church, so please check out mcconline.com for more information about how you and your whole family can get connected. Now, we want to go into what I call sermon remix. All right?
Yeah, you nailed it. That was
time.
good, yeah.
Where we take just a portion of Bo's sermon from this past weekend, kind of pull out something, and then I ask you some follow-up questions. Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's check this out.
Verse 45 of Mark 6, it says, immediately Jesus made his disciples.
Is it working?
Okay.
Oh, hey.
All right. So having some technical difficulties, but Bo, I remember what you said.
Okay.
It's indelibly left a mark in my heart. You talked about how solitude is an opportunity.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
In this portion of the message, and so exactly unpack that a little bit, because I think people right now at home, we have a lot more time with social distancing and with some with people being home for work and things like that. What is the opportunity that we have in this space of solitude?
Yeah, and I do want to recognize that we're all coming from a little bit from different places.
Yeah.
And so, aloneness does not have to equal loneliness. It doesn't. But I am sensitive and aware that there are people who are lonely.
Yeah.
And social distancing can make that even worse. And so that's why, we're doing things like this and trying to find ways to help people connect. But with solitude, there's an opportunity to maybe wrestle through some things that have been pushed to the side based on the pace of life and busyness, things that we joked about your Jose Canseco show and tell thing, but you said you wanted to publicly forgive him, today. But there's all kinds of things like that we carry, wounds that we can brush off and say, well, that's not that big of a deal. It's no big deal. It's no problem. I was just a kid. Maybe he was really busy that day, or he'd signed so many autographs, but that pain, that experience was real for you. And if you share that with somebody else, they might look at you and be like, really? You think that's a problem? You should hear what happened to me. And when we start doing that and we compare those things, then we kind of push them down. And what can happen in solitude is we can allow those things to rise to the surface. We can kind of start unpacking them a little bit. Like if you have a little extra time at home right now, you might be doing more spring cleaning than usual. You might be doing a little more yard work than usual. In the same way, hopefully you're doing more soul care than usual. And so there is an opportunity in this solitude to sit down with God and do some work on your soul and allow him to allow those things that maybe have been under the rug or pressed down for a long time and brought to the surface and really wrestle through them.
Okay. I really appreciate that. This being able to know that if you are feeling lonely, MCC cares, and that we are working hard to connect people together via Zoom calls and video conferencing and connection groups online and things like that. So please don't hesitate to reach out to us.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very good. Thank you, Bo, so much.
My pleasure.
Appreciate that.
Hey, you had something something cool happening today, right?
I do. There are two people that I know in my life who have birthdays today.
Two
people,
Okay.
Yep. And the first one is my childhood friend, Chris Foster, has a birthday. Now, we don't really talk at all. We're out of touch, really. We haven't probably talked in years. I mean, we're saying this was a childhood friend and then went to different schools and such. So I probably shouldn't mention that one.
But you did.
But I did. But
Happy birthday, Chris Foster.
Happy birthday, Chris Foster. But the second one is my wife,
Okay.
Kaylee. It's her birthday today, so I wanted to say happy birthday to you, Kaylee.
Happy birthday, Kaylee.
And so my son, Lachlan, the 8-year-old, he wrote a story, and I wanted to kind of share that story
Please.
With everybody because I thought it was pretty fantastic.
Great.
It's called The Brave Ladybug.
Ooh.
All right? And so this story takes place. There is a brave ladybug. We're going to call her Kaylee Bug.
Kaylee Bug.
Kaylee Bug, all right? And this brave ladybug has a husband ladybug and 2 sons ladybugs, all right? And she goes out to forage for food. And she goes out and she goes onto one leaf and she's just about to grab some mites and things and food, but what comes are a group of ants, all right? Earlier we've seen ants, right? Okay. So ants come and they take the food. And so Ladybug's like, gotta move on. Goes into this little hole, all right, in a tree, thinking, okay, I'm gonna be able to find some food for my family. Here we go. Who comes up? But an owl. An owl comes in, and the ladybug is like, oh no. And so it scares the ladybug out, so the ladybug goes and tries to find food onto another leaf, all right? Finally gets up there, but then these 3 big cockroaches come up, all right? And Ladybug now is scared because she's being surrounded by all these other cockroaches. And so Kaylee Bug is like, what am I gonna do? What do you know? The brave ladybug, the family, the husband and the 2 sons, they come up, the cockroaches get scared, and so they scurry off, and they realize that as a family, they can go out together and they can forage for food, but it's only because of the courage of the brave ladybug.
Wow.
The Kaylee Bug.
The Kaylee Bug.
So Lachlan, great story, and thank you, Kaylee, for being so courageous and strong for our family. It inspires us every single day.
Yeah.
All right.
I think we can all strive to be Kaylee Bugs.
Kaylee Bugs.
Way to go, Lachlan. That was awesome. Hey, thanks for joining us today. We loved getting to spend an hour with you. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let's all make it a point to rejoice and be glad in it.
Absolutely.
Show me how to feel under your control. Everything is real, so hit me.